In Something to Answer For, the protagonist, Townrow, finds himself in Port Said, Egypt, haunted by a mysterious event from his past. As he navigates the chaotic city, he becomes entangled in a web of personal and political complexities. Set against the backdrop of the Suez Crisis, the novel explores themes of guilt, betrayal, and identity. Townrow's journey becomes a search for truth, both about his own actions and the larger forces at play in the region. Through vivid descriptions of the city and its inhabitants, Newby creates an atmospheric tale that delves into the complexities of human nature. Townrow, the protagonist, is a British expatriate living in Port Said, Egypt. He is a middle-aged man haunted by his past and struggling with a sense of guilt and uncertainty. As the story unfolds, Townrow becomes entangled in a mysterious and increasingly dangerous journey, navigating the complex political and social landscape of post-Suez Canal crisis Egypt.
Bernice Rubens, the elected member, tells the story of Norman Zweck, a middle-aged professional who achieves a significant milestone by being elected to an exclusive social club. However, behind the scenes, Norman's life is unraveling. Burdened by a troubled family and haunted by personal demons, he embarks on a dramatic journey of self-discovery and acceptance. Rubens explores themes of family dynamics, mental health, and societal expectations with compassion and insight. Through her nuanced characters and poignant storytelling, she invites readers to examine the complexities of human relationships and the choices we make in pursuit of happiness. Norman Zweck is the central character and the elected member of parliament in this novel. He is a middle-aged man who experiences a sudden rise to power and wealth, representing a working-class constituency. The story delves into Zweck's personal and political struggles as he grapples with the weight of his new responsibilities and the consequences of his choices.
J G Farrell's Troubles is set during the Irish War of Independence in 1919. The novel follows Major Brendan Archer, an emotionally detached Army veteran, as he arrives at the decaying Majestic Hotel in County Wexford. As the hotel's eccentric inhabitants grapple with their fading aristocratic lifestyle, Archer becomes entangled in their world. Through vivid and humorous portrayals, Farrell explores the complexities of human nature and the choices made in times of upheaval. The decaying grandeur of the hotel serves as a metaphor for the crumbling British Empire and the decline of the ruling class. Troubles is a thought-provoking examination of the impact of historical events on personal lives and the resilience of the human spirit. Major Brendan Archer, an English World War I veteran, is the protagonist of Troubles. He arrives in Ireland to meet his fiancée at the Majestic Hotel, but the place is in disarray due to the political turmoil and the looming Irish War of Independence. Major Archer finds himself caught in a web of eccentric characters and absurd situations, as he tries to make sense of the crumbling social order and his own place in the changing world.
V.S. Naipal's In a Free State comprises 3 interconnected narratives that explore themes of displacement, identity, and power dynamics. The first narrative follows Bobby, an Indian servant working for a wealthy couple in Washington, D.C., as he grapples with his sense of belonging in a foreign land. The second narrative transports readers to an unnamed African country on the brink of revolution, where 2 English travelers, Linda and Neil, find themselves caught up in the tensions of post-colonial society. The final segment presents a stream of consciousness monologue by an unnamed narrator, reflecting on his experiences and observations as an immigrant. Through vivid descriptions and complex character dynamics, Naipaul examines the impact of colonialism and the quest for freedom, both externally and internally. In a Free State is a profound exploration of the human condition in a rapidly changing world. Bobby is one of the main characters in a Free State. He is a young man of Indian descent who embarks on a journey through an unnamed African country. Bobby's experiences and encounters reflect the themes of displacement, colonialism, and identity explored in the novel. His search for freedom and belonging in a post-colonial society drives the narrative forward.
John Berger's G is an experimental and multi-layered novel that challenges traditional narrative conventions. The story follows the journey of G, a young man living in a small European village during the early 20th century. Through a series of vignettes and fragmented narratives, the novel explores themes of love, desire, art, and social inequality. Berger's prose combines poetic language with philosophical musings, inviting readers to engage with the complex layers of meaning and symbolism. G's journey intertwines with the lives of other characters, highlighting the interconnectedness of human experiences and the ways in which society shapes individual identities. By breaking free from traditional linear storytelling, Berger pushes the boundaries of literary form and invites readers to question established norms and perspectives. G is an enigmatic figure and the central character of the novel. His real name is never revealed, adding to the air of mystery surrounding him. G is a wanderer and an observer, traveling through various European cities and encountering different people along the way. His experiences and interactions provide insights into themes of art, politics, and human connection.
Set during the Indian Rebellion of 1857, The Siege of Krishnapore by J G Farrell explores the harrowing experiences of the residents of Krishnapur, a fictional British outpost. As the rebellion intensifies, the British residents find themselves trapped within the walls of the residency, facing starvation, disease, and the imminent threat of attack. Farrell skillfully portrays the psychological and physical toll of the siege, delving into the complexities of colonialism, class divisions, and the clash of cultures. The novel raises profound questions about the nature of civilization and the limits of human resilience. Collector Harry Dunstable is the British colonial administrator in Krishnapur, a fictional town in India. He initially embodies the typical British imperialist mindset, believing in the superiority of British culture and dismissing the signs of an impending rebellion. As the siege unfolds, Harry's character undergoes a transformation, and he must confront his own beliefs and survival instincts.
Nadine Gordimer's The Conservationist tells the story of Mering, a wealthy South African industrialist who becomes the owner of a farm in a rural area. As Mering attempts to establish a connection with the land and its people, he becomes increasingly aware of the social and political issues plaguing his country. Through Mering's perspective, Gordimer delves into themes of identity, race, and the destructive impact of apartheid. The novel's introspective narrative explores the complexities of privilege, power, and the human desire for belonging. Mering, a wealthy white South African businessman, is the central character in The Conservationist. He acquires a farm in the countryside and becomes engrossed in his own self-centered world. As the story progresses, Mering's interactions with the land, nature, and the people around him reveal the complexities of race, class, and power dynamics in South Africa during apartheid.
Holiday by Stanley Middleton centers around Edwin Fisher, a middle-aged man who embarks on a seaside vacation to escape the monotony of his everyday life. As Edwin navigates the interactions and dynamics of the holiday resort, he is forced to confront his own desires, regrets, and the limitations of his relationships. Middleton's understated prose captures the subtleties of human emotions and the quiet introspection of a man searching for meaning and connection. Through Edwin's experiences, the novel reflects on the transient nature of happiness and the complexities of personal fulfillment. Edwin Fisher is the protagonist of Holiday. He is a middle-aged man who embarks on a vacation to a seaside town, hoping to find relaxation and escape from the pressures of his daily life. Throughout the novel, Edwin reflects on his past, his relationships, and the choices he has made, ultimately leading to a deeper understanding of himself and his desires.
In Heat and Dust, Ruth Prawer Jhabvala weaves together two interconnected narratives set in different time periods. The first narrative follows Olivia, a young English woman who travels to India in the 1920s and becomes embroiled in a scandalous affair. The second narrative takes place in the present, as Olivia's step-granddaughter journeys to India in search of answers about her family's past. Through lush descriptions and vibrant characters, Jhabvala explores themes of cultural clash, forbidden love, and the legacy of colonialism. Heat and Dust is a poignant exploration of the intertwining of personal and cultural histories, illuminating the enduring echoes of the past. Heat and Dust features two main characters. Olivia is a young English woman who travels to India in the 1920s and becomes involved in a scandalous affair. The unnamed narrator, set in the present, explores Olivia's story through her letters and diaries. The contrasting experiences and perspectives of the two characters shed light on the themes of colonialism, cultural clash, and personal identity.
David Storey's Saville follows the life of Colin Seville, a young working-class boy growing up in post-World War II England. As Colin navigates the challenges of his environment, he confronts social class divisions, familial pressures, and the pursuit of personal dreams. Storey's vivid prose captures the nuances of Colin's coming-of-age journey, shedding light on the social and economic disparities of post-war Britain. Saville is a powerful portrayal of resilience, ambition, and the impact of societal structures on individual lives. Colin Seville is the central character in Saville. The novel follows his life from childhood to adulthood in a mining town in England. Colin faces various challenges, including the expectations of his working-class background, the complexities of his family dynamics, and the social changes of post-World War II Britain. The story delves into Colin's personal struggles and his search for identity and fulfillment.